What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. Here we are with Gentildonna, because I believe yesterday I said I was going to give her a shot today. I said I was going to say today. I think it was today. I just remembered because I didn't really train her much, so wanted to give her a shot. And yeah, pretty much the setup, at least from what I remembered, I was using 3 speed, at least the Dormente, Alcondor Pasta for check, Speed Symboli for speed. I was debating still whether or not I'll just use either Kita or Baro Rudolph. Kind of still thinking about it because of Wise, but I'm not too sure. I just feel like I'd probably be better going with a more recent Wise card, I guess is what I'm trying to go at. I don't know. That's just me, but Measure Ramino Wise card, Super Creek Stamina card, and the Speed Symboli group card. And that is pretty much the setup I have for Gentildonna. Her growth rate is pretty much the same as Orfurv, 10 in stamina, speed, and power. So, I mean, if it worked well with Orfurv, then it should work with Gentildonna, right? So, let's get this run started and load it up. But while that's loading up, and before we go over the comments and the run, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There is a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or to the circle request channel. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let us get started with the runs. Let me load the comments, and yeah, here we are. Here we are. So off camera, I did do a few Kita runs, and I think I had one UD4 that had potential. I don't remember what went wrong. All I remember was moving on and going to the next one, which I think wasn't as good. So it's fine. It's fine. I think one of them was pretty good. I just forgot what was missing or what was wrong with it. But starting off with the comments, now I have them loaded up. As usual, first batch of comments we are going over is going to be from Nova. And the first one says, well, I just stopped logging into ER. Dang, already. Hasn't the game only been on for like 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks this week? Or today, literally. Yeah, 2 weeks today. I've been technically... Oh no, I've been playing the game for like a week because I had that reroll periods. Well, let's see what you have to say, because you did say some things here. I don't know, man. It's that dreadful feeling I get whenever I'm about to quit a gacha. There are just gut feelings that makes me this way. The more I think about it, the more I realize that the daily missions are tedious when compared to other gachas, and the fact that I don't see the appeal of the characters is also causing me to lose interest. But not least, the PvP is mandatory, but the PvE content is harder than what I expected. In Epic 7, I was told that they gave you a pretty good start clearing all PvE content relatively quickly, but ER is in a weird place. I think for most games in general, when it comes to I guess in just most games in general, clearing the PvE content um will generally give you a pretty decent start, or just the beginning of the game isn't as challenging as Ethereal Restart. I will admit that. Especially with like the expectations of having like 3 teams by now already to clear some other content. Some of the other content, which for the most part, for myself at least, because I did reroll, because I am slightly behind from the people who started day one, which I technically did start day one, but I was rerolling. No, actually no. I played, then I decided to reroll like 2 days later, I think. But regardless, for myself, actually, I'm just taking it easy. I'm not trying to speed up the process or anything like that. For the most part, when it comes to Ethereal Restart, all I'm doing is dailies and whatever extra stamina I have throughout the day if I decide to do some extra stuff. Pretty much that's it. I don't try to replenish my stamina because for the most part, from what it seems, that at least as of right now, it seems to recover fast enough to where I can do like 2 full of my energies, just like 200 something, like 100 something each, just fine. Dailies, even though it's auto, depending on what you're trying to clear, can still take quite a bit. I will say that. And yeah, content is PvE content, to be more specific, is harder than than you'd probably expect. So I don't mind the slow approach for myself, at least when it comes to this. I don't exactly have that feeling yet of, man, am I really gonna go through all this and all that? But as of right now, I think I'm okay. As for the characters, I mean, some of them looks kind of nice. They're not like Uwa or even, dare I say, Genshin and all that. I mean, but it's not bad, but it's not amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say about that. For me right now, I'm kind of just neutral. Like, if I don't end up dropping this game, the only reason being because I'm just slow pacing it. Not really going gung-ho like I did with Wuwa or Zenless, where I was more proactive in clearing stuff and all that. Feeling limited with what I have, I'm just kind of like, then I guess I'll just do what I can do and not force it. So yeah, that's me. That's me. But moving on. Been training Lark Dia because I'm chilling and I do like her hat. Fair enough. Fair enough, you like her hat. It looks so funny when she's doing the signing animation. I can't see half of her face because of the giant hat or fedora. Let's stick to pink. Where is it? Nope, that was yesterday's comments. What the heck? Why did it go all the way down there? Maybe this first thing is a PvP minigame between me and Eugen. I didn't start this war. Oh, true. I guess, yeah, you didn't. You're not wrong. I think. I don't quite remember, but yeah, it feels like it. I don't know, man. Maybe Arrow Rover is worth building, but if I have to choose between using Phoebe or Spectral Rover, then that's a no-brainer for a Zani comp. Well, I mean, since Phoebe is already in Zani's team, just having that extra Spectral Frazzle with Zani just by having Rover helps a little bit more. A little bit more because you get that little bit extra, but yeah, just having Phoebe in the Zani team comp is perfectly fine. Which is why I'm going with Arrow Rover. Just use Verena, man. I built her and it took ages beating that stupid bell turtle for her echo. It's a waste to ignore her. I didn't say not use her. Because technically, if you think about it, the Tower Adversity, you technically need that third healer, so I haven't been doing it with a third healer this whole time, but now that I don't even know how much heals we got. I don't even think Arrow Rover heals. This is just more about getting Arrow erosion so you can get more damage output out of Cardathea, because I think Chacona may has some kind of healing, because I do see her HP recover. Do I have Shorekeeper in that team? Although I don't remember if it's because of Shorekeeper. I don't remember. But that team's gone now. That team's gone now. But regardless, yeah, still need that. Technically, that third healer. We don't even have that third healer. So yes, I will still be using Verena no matter what. If anyone's ignoring Verena, and they don't, especially if they don't have Shorekeeper, but they have Verena, they're doing it wrong, because Verena is our second best healer. Second best healer support. Because we didn't get any other healing supporters since Shorekeeper, and that was a long time ago. But trust me, I'm not wasting Verena. I've been using her this whole time. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me. She's alright, but then again, I didn't think much of Vivlos at the beginning, but over time, it does grow on me. I should probably get the second bond instead of that, but it's like you with that one Uma. Kita's son. What the heck? Or something. Katsurafi? Aksu? What are you typing, my guy? This is why you're bad with names. Can't remember crap. Actually, that might be a bad comparison. Is it? It's just literally the opposite of what's happening with you. Because if I did get Katsuragi Ace, then if you're wondering why I said Aksu, is because that's literally what you put. I don't read Ace. I don't read Asu. I read Aksu. But yeah, it's just literally the opposite of what's going on here. If I had Katsuragi, then I would have been liking her more, but I don't. So with Vivlos, I actually had the impression you liked her since the beginning. So I guess I didn't know that. But yeah, just like you, it would have grown on me more as time goes on, but since it's the opposite, I don't care as much anymore. But yeah, it's technically, the right comparison. Except I'm just having the opposite effect because I don't have her. So I'm just growing more distant while you have Vivlos and you grew closer. So yeah, I think the comparison's perfectly fine. As long as the person gets it, like myself. So I got it. Phew, almost missed out on the Shiyu defense. Fine, you still had literally until tonight. Only 2 days left, so I did it using Miyabi and Bird Chick mostly. Did you not? I literally said in that I only use 2 teams and that it was Miyabi and Ishwin. Plus the title of my video was Ice and Ether Weakness only, so what that mean? What that mean? Just meant literally Miyabi and Ishwin. But the last battle involved Evelyn, and it was pretty good to see that I can still use her. Well, if you know how to use Evelyn, then you know how to use pretty much Ishwin. Plus, I didn't even bother using Evelyn because it was Fire Ether, so I just went with Ishwin. Might as well. I hope she doesn't get power crept too soon. I don't know. Depends when we get the next fire DPS. Depends when we get the next fire DPS from what it seems like. Which I don't remember what the... Well, one of them's physical anomaly. I don't remember who is... What's Alice's element. And the red hair girl with the umbrella, I believe her name is, I think it's Yuzuha. I could be completely wrong, and I just have, for some odd reason, Yuzuha as a name in my head. And for some odd reason, I actually think I'm completely wrong. For some odd reason, I feel like I am completely wrong. Well, if that's the case, then so be it. But since it is the second season or the 2.0 patches, she will get power creep eventually this sometime soon. So it's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. Right now the strongest element might just be Ice and Anomaly. Really, Ice is only strong because of Miyabi. Well, this is what they said about Ishwin. So technically, or Ishwin is supposed to be at least same tier as Miyabi. Maybe better. The problem with what people are saying is that she is just harder to play than Miyabi, so that's why they're making her a ranked like a half tier lower, because she is harder to play. That's it. That's at least what I got out of it from what people were saying. Like Ice as an element, yeah, it's the strongest just because of Miyabi, not because of Anomaly. Anomaly would probably be the strongest type, not element, but type, I guess. I don't really know what else to call it. But you know what I'm saying. Because having Vivian with Yanagi and Miyabi, just don't even think about Miyabi. You could take out Miyabi and just put Bernice. Just those three together is already a big amount of damage. Just having just disorder, hitting, anomaly, and all that. But then we talk about anomaly mixed in with Miyabi because she's anomaly. Whew. Nasty. That's why running Miyabi with Vivian and Yanagi, ha, it hurts. It hurts, but even just running Vivian and Ashford hurts, so. So technically, you could literally put the strongest as... Technically, you could put it as Ether Ice Anomaly. The reason why I want to put Ether is because Vivian's Ether. And then also Yishuin, who's supposed to be on par or maybe even stronger than Miyabi, is Ether. And that's the reason why I said Ether, because I want to put a little bit of equality, I guess, with Miyabi and Yishuin. Anomaly is just way too strong. I wonder, I'm just more curious about the future, about the whole Rupture class. There we go, the class. The Rupture classes, because I want to know if we're going to get at least one more. Maybe a 4-star, because there would probably most likely be a 4-star Rupture. At least I would assume so. But yeah, Ice definitely strong. Definitely strong. UD6 and UC2 are pretty different. But if it was UB2 then... yeah. I mean, literally, just by the letters, it should have been obvious. But... I still got it wrong, regardless. I want to grab the blue one, but that blue training. But I feel like this pink one's alright. Like this one's not, it's not like the best to get, but I'm just gonna get the pink. Yell at me if you want. Whoa! Sorry if the screen got bigger. I apologize. That's only gonna happen there. I'm not gonna... Whoops. Not bad. But yeah, UD6, UC2 are are pretty different. That's a pretty big, kind of a big gap, yeah. But I just did completely forget the UC2 from what it seemed like. I'm assuming Shushu's global Uma selector pick will be Teo. For me, it's gonna be Cap this time around. I'm thinking it's good to have a solid start. It could be Teo, but it could be Cap as well. I don't know. What if they add Kita in the mix? Because I don't know how they're starting this. I don't know how they're starting this. If they're gonna start differently from JP, then maybe there's gonna be more than the usual in the selector. If they have Kita as an option, then I'll pick Kita. But honestly, I'm not against picking Cap. I would love to pick Cap because it's Cap. And I could use her in more distances early on. Like I could put her literally in medium distance if need be. Or not medium, mild distance if need be, easier than KO, I believe? I think. At least it should be that way. Yeah, because Teo should have an E. Yeah, unless they change or they add more, it'll probably be capped just for the more flexibility in distances. If I'm being honest. Plus, I technically started with Teo in JP because of the Annie collab. So, yeah. I had an account for a month before, basically a month before they released the Annie collab, and I started a whole new account because of that. So yeah, I technically started with Teo, so I don't mind starting with Cap. But if they do add more characters into the mix, then I wouldn't mind adding or trying out with someone else if the options are, if there are more options. Like if Kita's an option, I might just pick Kita. Off the rip. Off the rip, I might just pick Kita. To be honest, Noki will still yell at you because the 2-star stamps were bad. They were bad. No choice, they were just bad. Shadowverse 2 is out on Steam and you can see the glowing negative reviews. I can imagine them. I don't even need to see it. It's such a waste of a game. I might just go back to Shadowverse 1. I have more cards there. Well, it being new and digital, yeah, I would assume you would have more cards in the first one. I would assume. Me, like I said, I don't really play the online version of these TCGs. I just don't like them. I just don't like them. It just feels like, well, it is basically a gacha game. It's like, harder to for me at least. Personally, just feels like it's harder to complete the decks you want. It feels more more pay to win than real life cards. I know it's convenient and all that because you can play with anyone, but if all I need is at least one other person or go to a card shop, then sure, I'd rather do that. If in a way, because to me, at least from my perspective, because I never enjoyed playing like Master Duel, and I never really did last long term playing Master Duel, and I don't even think I completely made a deck there also. So yeah, that's just full proof of it. I'd rather drive to a card shop and go and yeah, there play with randos there if I have to. Yu-Gi-Oh at the very least, not Master Duel. I forgot what it was called, but the online thing I would mention where you can make your own decks and all that for free and still play online with like randos or friends. I'd rather do that if I had to. But no. I don't think I would ever get into a TCG online game. I don't think so. If there's make a new track scenario day one, yep, instant hiatus. Well, that was scenario 3. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for global. Like, are they just gonna skip a certain amount of scenarios? Maybe have like up until Grand Live unlock. So the first 4, there'll be Ura Finals, Alharu Cup, make a new track, and then Grand Live. Then roll with that for like maybe 4 months. I don't know. Would that work? I don't know. And then start transition or switching scenarios. Essentially giving each global player a month to maybe get all the rewards you can per scenario for those first 4 scenarios. I don't know. I don't really care. The only gotchas I don't read the stories are Nikki and Counterside, though I never miss out on my GFL or GFL 2 stories, even if some GFL 2 ones put me to sleep. Yeah, even if like there are some downs parts on the story, for example, for Star Rail. I'm gonna use Star Rail as an example because it's on the longer end, like 8 to 10 hours. Even when some of the story gets a little bit boring and I'm just like, damn, I wish it would pick up or something. I still pay attention. I still pay attention as much as I can. So yeah. For me it's just like it's such a shame when like stories are actually pretty good, or when the whole point of the like is to like enjoy this, well, not the whole point, but like they try to have you like enjoy the story and all that, but having like the players complain about the story and want a skip button and all that, I'm just like, whatever. It just sucks. It just sucks because it just shows, like, I appreciate the fact that they'll put the skip button for those people. I just feel bad for the developers for any game or anything like that, because they want you to enjoy the story, but all you're getting is people complaining that it's too long, we don't really care about it because this and that, or personal reasons, so to speak, or they just don't care. To me, that sucks. As a person who loves story, or mainly picks like a lot of these games for story, kind of just suck. But it is what it is. Yeah, Betweener cards are my jam so far. I want to get Simply Crisp Power to MLB, only to LB right now. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Well, for Eugen, no UB6 Turbo means everything else is rubbish. For me, I don't know, man. You can win the CM even if you don't have a UB Uma. Yeah, totally can. And I can totally agree with you. I can totally see Eugen like, man, this ain't Turbo. I hate this. This is rubbish. I can totally see it. Kind of funny. Are we heading towards the end? Yeah, we are, because we're already May and all that. Speed is already pretty much there, so I don't wanna. Hopefully we can get more stamina. Wise training out of this upcoming summer training. That's all I can hope for. But it's kind of weird that me and Eugen have different approach to this. I want my Vivlos to win, so I get her to as high as possible, but Eugen's Turbo is not ranked as high as the other Umas. So it begs the question, how is he gonna make Turbo win using a UB6 Chronos? Well, if you think about it, actually, I don't know, because most of the time Turbo would be Great Escape, right? So does your own teammate or like other Uma in your team pass your Great Escape, or does your Great Escape just wins it? I actually genuinely don't know, because I've never used a Great Escape in any of these events. I don't think I've ever used, because I always failed at making Great Escape Umas, if I'm being honest. I've always failed on getting the Great Escape Umas. So yeah, that's actually a pretty genuine question. Do Great Escape Umas get passed by their By the other Umas? Or... did the Great Escape Woman just went all the way? I don't know. Because if they don't, if let's say that UB6 Chronos being a leader, and then Turbo being a Great Escape, would she be, as a teammate, would she still pass Turbo? Probably, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Yujin says, sorry, you know what I mean. Even I look at it great on that Chronos, but in the end it looks rubbish. I don't know how to react. Sure, there may be things that can make it rubbish, but to me it's like, dang, a UB6? Come on now. It's like you've seen it too many times and you just don't care. I'm not flexing even though I want to. If it's Turbo, I mean it. Well yeah, because it's Turbo. You would want to flex if it was Turbo. Don't think much about I win, just make it simple for you, meta mindset. And then Nova says, need more cards. That is exactly something Nova would say. And that was pretty much it for all the comments from Nova. So thank you, Nova, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always, and Eugen for replying. Next comment is gonna be from Rick. I think or hope this next episode of Cinderella Gray will go hard with the animation. I had to complete some words or fix some words because it was looking a little weird because it's that Cinderella egg. Finally, your Gray Cap is going to race against Tamamo Cross. I know the result because I read the manga, but I hope the animation goes hard in that race. Eugene says, I have not watched any of those, which I forgot unless I want to read the manga. I haven't watched it yet as well. Still thinking, I still haven't read as well. I've been pretty much same old busy, so it is what it is. Oh. Wait, who is this? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Gentildonna. Forgot I did trainer. So I will pick the Gentildonna one. Why not? Nova says I need more Kaicho time. I might have to wait for a while for her time as the protagonist. If they decide to show her backstory, yeah. Then Rick says you can go and do some runs in Uma with her, or you don't have her. I'm pretty sure he at least has the original one. I don't know about the festival one. But he most likely does have her. And you can run her as a betweener if you want, so there you go. You can give it a shot, Nova, if you want, for fun, at least. But other than that, thank you, Rick, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. And Nova and Eugen for replying. Oh, man. Ooh. This is not how I wanted it to end. I'm gonna try this Gentildonna again off camera, but this one was kind of bad, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Next comment is from Eugen. Are you comments? Me drop by to eat lunch, and Nova says, cool story, bruh. Eugen just has to let me know, you know? He just has to let me know that he's dropping by to eat lunch. It's fine. It's fine. Just let him. Just let him. And the next comment says, damn, the card. Envy, envy. Now I can afford to buy stuff, but since I got a new tablet phone, it'd be on hold again. Hopeful on the 4.T? 4.T? What's 4.T? I'm guessing 4.5 Annie. There is goods that may interest me. Up to you. I'm assuming you're talking about the card I showed in the video. I didn't take a picture of it, but it was okay enough, I guess. Hey, at least you got a new phone. Didn't you say you were gonna save for a PC though? I thought you were saying you were for a computer. Oh, I still didn't check out this tablet phone you were talking about. Let me actually... What was the name of this thing? Before I go over the last comment. Forgot what it was called. Do I have it saved up here still? No. I don't remember what it's called. Did it start with an R? Yeah, Redmi Pad. It does look like a tablet. Like straight up. Wait. It is a tablet. But it... Oh, it's a tablet you can get data for. Is what I'm assuming. I guess that's why you call it a tablet phone. Wait, so do you still have an actual cell phone? Like an actual phone? Or is this what you're using as a phone now? A tablet that has data. just wondering. Because you'll be the first person. You'll be the first person I know of at least that to do that. To ditch their actual phone for a tablet. But other than that, thank you, Eugen, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. And lastly is a comment from Tanoki. And it says, no UMA updates, just dumping TP on auto parent runs and doing dailies. All about waiting for information about the new scenario now. True, the new scenario is coming out at next week, right? So yeah, I'm just doing whatever I can to get some decent UMAs for the CM, and whatever happens in the new scenario happens, I guess, because I don't know how I'm gonna do in a new scenario in the beginning. Will I have a better start? Who knows? Who knows? But thank you, Tanoki, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. And thank you, Eugen, Nova, Rick, and once again, Tanoki, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. And I appreciate the continuing support as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Perfect timing, because the run is done. The run is done. But let me refresh the comments just to make sure to see if any comments. Tanoki says, Shushu recording. I am. I really am. But with that being said, there's actually, I'm curious about one thing here. Whose is this? 400 meters. The top one should be Teo's, which is from mine. This one, okay, so this was from a grandparent. I don't know who that is. Well, let me see if I could quickly find it then. Because it does have 400 meters, so it'll be pretty obvious. I just want to see if it's any of use. So I don't remember this one. definitely from an Uma I don't normally. I think I found it. TM Opera? No. Maybe? It is, okay. TM Opera. The New Year's one. Yeah, I see it. It's the same one. No. Well, regardless, I'm not using the Gentildonna. I'm probably gonna give her a couple more runs off camera. I'm gonna see how I feel. Depends on how the run goes, obviously. If it goes well, then sure. If not, then I'll just move on and go back to Kita. Simple as that. I'm not really gonna. I'll go to a training that I'm more comfortable. So maybe Dormente. Just to possibly get another Uma out of the way. But I was pretty close with oh, not got that. I was pretty close with Kita, so I wouldn't mind trying to get that out of the way as well. So it is what it is. But with that being said, guys, let me just do that. We would have gotten more skill points, but it didn't. It's 2,400 meters, so we're fine there. That I might also try swapping Symboli Rudolph card in and then just using my Kita card for just to see if my Ys would probably be better than using Measure Ramino. But yeah, that is the run. Just get the first one. It's all good. All right, so ended off with 1860 speed. Speed wasn't a problem. It was more towards the others, but yeah, I think it'll be fine. I just need to do a couple more runs just to see if just doing another few extra runs will make a difference, because obviously you can, but for the most part won't get your best possible or like a pretty decent run in the beginning. So I'm just gonna keep trying as I always do. 1860 speed, 1120 stamina, 1277 power, 867 guts, and 983 Ys with an S aptitude on medium distance, which is all good. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know your... I'm assuming y'all are done prepping for the CM, so I guess if y'all are done prepping, I guess let me know your final team, and or if you have any backups just in case you want to have some other Umas you want to mess around with in the CM. So yeah, there's that. And if there's anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, just let me know down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, links in the description. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or to the circle request channel. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.